Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. A shop owner is unfortunately taking stock after being cleaned out by burglars. She recounted to Hot 7 News the details surrounding the robbery and expressed her disgust with the high level of complacency that young men and women use as an excuse to commit crimes.
Waking up to an early morning call from her daughter, letting her know that her store had been burglarized, was shop owner Pamela Serafin. Serafin says that burglar bars played no deterrent to thieves who were unwavering in their pursuit to make away with all her goods.
So while I'm home, my daughter called me. That's yesterday morning around 6-7 o'clock so. And she told me somebody broke and entered the place. Somebody call her and tell her that somebody broke and entered my place. I said, what? But I thought it was at the front because I know I have burglars by the back. So I come down straight away. When I reached there, I saw the windows on the ground there. And the person, I have my tray outside. I just sell my little goods, my little alkali, oil, different things, soap, coffee. So the person cannot enter. What the person did, on the shelf there, I have all my boxes. I just pack all my things there. The person fish, endless of alkali, oil, soap, ground coffee, a lot of things. I had there, the person took it.
Serafin says that the crime wave that has washed over the city of Castries is a direct result to young men and women who lack ambition and concentrate their energies on the wrong ideals.
I have a guy in my home, they call him Beige. Every day they have a cutlass, calling everybody, give me a job, give me a... But some of them are just underground, stealing people's things. They get in jobs, they don't want that, they want fast money. They don't want that. That would take too long for them to get a little pay. But they want fast money. Just look around. When you're not around, just come and steal your thing, break and enter your home. Come and break and enter your business, which is not good at all. Because I know some of them, which I know they're getting work and they're not doing it. They're not going. If you can just beg you for $1, $2, $5, when they can get something to do. But I seen Beige, Portuguese. Sometimes I say, well, every day that they have a cutlass, have a bag on his back looking for work. And some young fella just on the block, they look for nothing to do, just to come and steal people's things.
Serafin notes that her tray, bar, and shop all remain empty as a result of this recent robbery. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The senior communications officer in the office of the Prime Minister, Nicole MacDonald, says the reason given for the postponement of the inaugural horse race at Vieux-Fort is not a cover-up for the incompletion of the track. She says the progress is continuing on as scheduled.
In the latter part of 2018, the announcement was made that plans were afoot to host a grand inaugural horse race at the Desert Star Holding Racetrack in Vieux-Fort, right in time for the island's big 40th Independence Day celebration. It wasn't too long after this announcement was made that it was rescinded by the Prime Minister Alan Chasney, who stated that the event was postponed due to a lack of hotel rooms on island. This lack of room availability was as a result of an influx of British tourists on island to enjoy a cricket tournament between England and the West Indies. It was upon request for a track update from Senior Communications Officer in the Office of the Prime Minister, Nicole MacDonald, that the question was posed, asking if the postponement was simply a cover-up to the fact that the track was simply incomplete and not ready for a race. MacDonald echoed statements made previously by the PM, reiterating that a lack of hotel rooms was the main reason behind the change of date.
The race not happening had nothing to do with the readiness of the track. You would understand that if you're going to have an international horse race, you need certain things in place for that to happen. Among them is hotel rooms. St. Lucia has been abuzz with activity, not just because of independence, but also because of cricket. You know, our hotels have been sold out. You know, they've been operating at some of them, most of them, you know, at full capacity. If you go through Rodney Bay, you see that the restaurants are packed. You know, there's a lot of activity going on in terms of cricket right now. So it would have been difficult to have an international horse race at that exact time, especially because you don't have those rooms in the south of the island that would have been able to help. So people would probably have to stay in the north. So it's something we have to work on. If we're having multiple events at a time, how do we manage the influx of people that are coming into our country?
MacDonald said in the meantime, the track is on schedule with the horses due to be flown in shortly. The stables, she said, have already been built and the track is in its final stages of preparation.
Overall, I think the development of the South is shaping up very nicely. We recently had the sword turning ceremony for the Hiranora International Airport. This is a major project for the south of the island. I know this is one the people of St. Lucia have waited a very long time to see finally come to fruition, and especially the people of the South. You know, this is going to be one of the largest infrastructural projects that St. Lucia has ever taken on, and it's long, long overdue. Credit to SLASPA for spearheading this project. They are in charge of the project and ensuring that it moves along within the timeline that has been proposed. So we're very pleased with what has been happening in terms of overall development in the South. We're also looking at some hotel developments in the South, which will be announced later on in the Prime Minister's budget presentation, which will be the last week in March.
McDonald said currently no date has been set as yet. However, this information will be made available in a timely manner. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
With the theme Balance for Better, the St. Joseph's Convent has played its part in celebrating International Women's Day. The school hosted a number of activities on its premises where students of other secondary schools and female entrepreneurs were invited to take part in the celebrations. Solange Alfred reports.
Students wearing blue and white could be seen walking all about, viewing the many booths and engaging with female entrepreneurs on showcase. Who better to host International Women's Day celebrations than the St. Joseph Secondary School, an all-female institution? The proceedings were held under the theme Balance for Better and gave the girls a glimpse into the many outlets available for entrepreneurship. Speaking with owner of Susie Designs, a local crochet designer, she noted that showing her entrepreneurial skills to the students will allow them to understand that a passion can be turned into a viable business.
Susie Designs is a crochet, well, not only crochet, I do crochet, brooches, hair accessories, jewelry accessories. I also do scented roses, clutch bags, key rings, a lot of things in crochet. Anything you could think of, we try and do it in crochet. It gives me an opportunity to show the young people that we women can also be entrepreneurs, and regardless of what field we may be in, we can always strive to make it into a business.
Young entrepreneur Wright Plant from the Leon Hess Secondary School also had her booth set up, showcasing her cakes.
I make cakes. Mostly the flavors are vanilla and chocolate. I have it for almost 2 years now, and I sell it in my community of Denver. It shows that I'm independent and I don't really have to ask for things, so I can make my own money to buy my own things.
Developing artist from the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School, Brittany Leopold, explained her artistic pieces explored the empowerment of women.
So I believe it's empowering women in many ways because art gives you an opportunity to express yourself, to know who you are, and for people to know you. Because, for example, if I did not do any art at all, I'd just be ordinary and you all would not be interviewing me right now. So I believe art gives you the opportunity to empower yourself.
Leopold also pointed out that the collaborative effort spearheaded by the St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School was a true testament to togetherness and women working as one to achieve great things. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Financially challenged individuals living with HIV look to benefit from a contribution of food items. More in this report from Fernell Neptune.
The Lions Club of Castries recently made a donation of food hampers to the Infectious Diseases Unit of the Department of Health and Wellness. The food hampers will be distributed to persons living with HIV who are less fortunate. Acting Senior Medical Officer in the Infectious Diseases Unit, Dr. Gail Kajada, expressed gratitude to the Lions Club of Castries for the support of care and compassion.
This will allow persons who are living with HIV, who attend our clinics and are most in need, to get some assistance, whether it be some food, because it was a food basket that was there, to allow them at the beginning of the first quarter to have something. I know at the end of 2018 there were some donations that did come to the sexual and reproductive health clinics. So it has been almost 3 months since then. So it might be a timely opportunity for persons who are in need to get some more assistance at this time.
Dr. Kajada says it is hoped that more organizations will continue to provide generous contributions to HIV patients.
I am very grateful for persons who are parts of groups or even individually do donate of their time and efforts to persons who are in need, okay? And anybody who is willing and able out there who would like to assist, we would welcome the assistance because there are persons in need. There's only so much help we ourselves can offer through government services, so anything additional that persons are willing to offer, we would welcome it.
A total of 12 food hampers were donated to the Infectious Diseases Unit. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennel Neptune.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. We will be right back.